Howdy folks, welcome to Cray Outdoors. Today I am finally hiking down to this gorgeous trout stream. This is right by my house actually. We're only about a mile from my house, and I've been wanting to fish this stream for forever now. Just haven't had the chance to. It's one of those places that's so close to my house, it's like, oh, I can fish it anytime. And yet I've lived here for a couple months now, and I'm yet to actually fish this place. But we're going to fish it today. Looks to be in perfect shape. Look at that, folks. Look how gorgeous of a stream this is. Man, I have no idea what's in here. I'm sure at the very least there's brook trout. I think there might be browns in this stream too, but we're going to find out. I am going to be using live bait to start off, just to do a bit of a species assessment. I don't have a ton of time to fish either. I have all day to fish, but it's supposed to get into the 80s today. Right now it's morning. We're going to quit fishing at noon. We don't want to kill these trout. So, you know, I don't like fishing for trout once it gets out of the 70s. It's way too hot for them. There's a fish. Didn't take very long. Got him. What is it? Looks like a brookie. Beautiful brook trout. Wow-wee, look at that. That is a gorgeous brook trout. It's a barbless hook, so it should come right out. Look at that, folks. Wild freaking brook trout. They don't stock brook trout in here anymore. This is a wild fish. How freaking gorgeous. This little guy go using a barbless hook, so hopefully he'll be all right. Heck yeah. The stream's very cold, even though I'm a little bit on the warmer edge of fishing today. We had a ton of rain yesterday, so the streams are running good and perfect. These things make it so difficult. Another brookie. Is this a brown? Is that a rainbow? No, it's a brook. Little brook. Beautiful trout. Give me my worm back. Look at that, folks. Get that stick out of there. Alright. Let you go, buddy. Here's where I know, just from walking down here, that right there is a deep hole, even though you can't actually see it. Let me tell if you got a bite, though. Got one. Oh, shoot. Oh, my goodness. Is that a brook trout? That is a brook trout. Good thing these rocks are wet. It's a tiny brook trout. Tiny brook trout. Going back in that hole. Oh, look at that. Freaking cave right there. I just spooked everything in this hole, unfortunately. This creek, man, oh, came off. This creek is freaking phenomenal. I'm yet to cast into a place where I think there's a brook trout and have there not be a brook trout there. And this is walking distance from my house. This place is a freaking brook trout gold mine. Look at that. They're everywhere in here. Endless. They're little guys, but that first one I caught wasn't a little guy. That first one was a big guy. Alright, he's off. Whoa. Well, it's not a brook trout, but we caught something. Little crayfish. Well, this hole seems to be just full of crawfish. I don't know where the trout are. Look how he's wrapped around that thing. Look how he's wrapped around that thing. Holy cow. Keep these things as opening day of bass season. I could use them as bass bait. I think the rule in New York State is you need to cut the head off now. I don't know. I don't think he's a rusty crayfish. The stream looks like it's in pretty good tack, so he's probably a native, just like the brook trout, so we'll let him go. Another trout. Nice trout. Oh, came off right there. Oh. Some more brook trout beauty. Here's where we gotta get low. Get low, 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 low. That was not a great cast, but good enough for a bite. And a fish. Good enough for a bite and a fish. Whoa. Come on, buddy, let me get a look at you. Look at that, folks. Look at that beautiful fish. Beautiful brook trout. Uh-oh, barbless hook's in him pretty good for barbless hook. Oh, there it goes. He came out. Look at that, folks. Look at that trout. Beauty. And this freaking hole right here is loaded. It's a nice one. It's a big one. It's a big one, big one, big one, big one, big one. Ooh, look at that brook trout, man. It's one of my biggest trout. Biggest natives for the Allegheny region. One of them. Easily. Easily. Oh, boy. I might need to cut the hook. It's a little bit. I didn't let him take it very long either. We'll try getting it out with pliers. It's barbless, so should pop right out. Alright, we got it, we got it. Beautiful trout. Whoa. I'm recording, right? Yep. Nope, he came off. That's alright, quick release. I didn't realize I was still recording. There's a lot of brook trout in this hole. Saw a bunch looking at it. Oh no, this isn't a brook trout. What is this? This is a stupid freaking chub. Creek chub. Alright, well, there's some chubs up in this little mountain stream too. I believe they're native too, technically speaking, so. Whoa, that's a big trout. Holy shit! It's a big brook trout. Holy cow. Adrenaline's going now, baby. Adrenaline's going now. It's a big brook trout. It's a big brook trout. It's a big brook trout. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. Yes! Are you freaking kidding me, man? Holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. Look at this, man. Trophy brook trout. Oh my gosh. Trophy brook trout. Trophy brook trout for a small stream. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be a picture or two. Let's see, where's the... I've got to keep him alive. I've got to keep him alive. I've got to keep him alive. Got to act very, very fast here. I'd love to measure him, but I don't know. Oh, he's hooked right in the nose. Look at that. I hooked him right in the nose. Hopefully he'll be all right. Look at that, man. All right, let's get a quick picture. He's a good 12-incher. I don't know if I should bother measuring him or not. I knew there'd be a big one in here, man. He's eating freaking chubs. This is native, folks. They don't stock the freaking National Forest or the state park anymore. This is a native brook trout. A native brook trout, however big he is. I'm just gonna let him go. I want to measure him. I really do. Let's see if he stays there. If he stays there, I'll get a measurement on him. I'm not gonna take him out of the water. I can't take him out of the water. He's staying there. Probably gonna get an adrenaline rush right when I go to measure him. 12 inches. Call him 11 and a half. 11 and a half inch native freaking brook trout. How awesome is that? I even got a measurement. Oh my gosh, folks. Wow, that is a highlight fish of the year. I mean, this is a small stream native trout system like that. I mean, I know they stock bigger ones like that in the lakes and stuff around here, but that's not a stocked fish. That is a native fish in this little stream. That is a trophy freaking brook trout. Little red eft. They're kind of neat. They're pretty. Real quick, just to show you the method for rigging up these barbless hooks. I learned this from watching Tim Galati's videos. You're gonna go out of the worm and then back in again. So you create that little slot, and then the worm will, want to push the worm forward so the eye of the hook goes over that little slot and it'll lock. See how that locks right on there? The eye of the hook is in that little slot that we made, and that's locked. And this hook doesn't have any barbs on it. Pops right out of those brook trout, no problem. So yeah, it's a if you're gonna use live bait, that's the way I would suggest. That way you're not killing the fish. Now, got another little crayfish to end the day here. Let go of that worm. Alrighty, folks. Well, thanks for watching. We are finally officially calling it quits. It is noon right now on the dot, and I'm just starting to get a tiny bit warm. That's usually my rule of thumb. If I'm starting to get warm, that means it's too warm for these brook trout. You know, we can sweat and stuff, but brook trout cannot. Their only way of thermoregulation is to stay in that cold water. It's a good thing to, always check the temperature of the water too. I'm not too worried about that today. We had a ton of rain yesterday and last night, so and this is a cold spring-fed creek that I'm fishing, but yeah, we don't want to be targeting the fish once it gets too warm, and I'm probably gonna be sweating on the way back. We started the day, it was low 70s, it's high 70s now. It's supposed to hit 80 by 1 o'clock, so time to call it quits. Thanks for watching, guys. Man, I had an absolute blast today. That brook trout, some of you will appreciate it, but just to put it into perspective, I mean, I know brook trout like that aren't uncommon in the Adirondacks or like Maine or Vermont or something, but around here, the Alleghenies, this is the southern edge of their range. Brook trout just don't get that big around here, man. That is the biggest brook trout I've ever seen around here. The biggest native brook trout. I mean, they stock the breeders sometimes in some of the lakes, but this whole river system I'm fishing right now, because there's native brook trout in here, they don't want to mess with the native strain. This is all unstocked. These are all native fish. That was a native 11.5-inch native brook trout. That just doesn't happen around here, guys. That is one of the biggest fish probably in the whole Allegheny region. So yeah, I'm stoked. I had a blast. This stream is awesome. It's right down the road from me. This will not be the last video that I make here. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next fishing adventure.